This is my unboxing and review of Mcfarlane DC Direct Page Puncher Superman from their Ghost of Krypton wave. He stands at around 20 centimeters or 8 inches. He comes with the standard Mcfarlane art card with a short biography at the back, standard Mcfarlane base or stand with the DC logo. Now, what's unique about these page punchers is that they came with their own comic book. I think these are original storyline created by Mcfarlane. Anyway, what I noticed about this one is that it says issue 1 of 4. So, unlike what they previously done before, I guess these 4 figures in the wave will have 4 different issues of comics which will form into one storyline, unlike before, wherein all the figures contain the same comic with just different cover. So that's actually a good improvement for McFarlane. I mean, if you're into comics and you want to know what happens in the whole story, then buy the 4 figures in the way. The armor of the figure can be removed, but before we do that, let's check the details of Superman all armored up. So he has this breathing apparatus on his face, which is very, very well molded and defined, McFarlane style. He then also has this S logo on his chest armor, wherein you can see that there are those design like rivets to show like as if it is riveted on the chest armor. Now, I haven't read the comics yet, so I don't know what these are because these shoulder pads looks like the face of some kind of beast. Maybe they defeated. And one good thing about this that I noticed is that they are not even uh, the same design on the left and the right shoulder pad. So this looks like some kind of insect, and this look like the skull of some kind of a beast. Even the design of the left and right gauntlets are not the same. So this is on the left gauntlet, and then this is the one on the right, which has that is unique on the right gauntlet. And following the theme of this armor, the left and right boots armor are also not the same. So this is definitely McFarlane style. It actually has a feel to me like it's more like a spawn design. The leg armor can be removed by removing that peg in there. So after that, you can easily remove it. So I guess you can do that on both sides there. So that is his boots without the armor. For the waist armor, you can remove it by removing the peg here. There. Okay, so that's the waist without the armor. Gauntlet. I'm guessing same thing as the boots. You can remove the peg here. There. So there's the peg. This one. There. So there's the peg. And there is his arms without the armor. The chest and shoulder armor are connected, which I guess you can just remove like this. There. No connection there. No no peg or anything. You just basically put it on him. So that's the body without the armor. It actually looks good. I was actually about to say that Mcfarlane did a good job in, designing the armor and making it removable without, without any hardship in putting it back and putting it on or disassembling the figure. But then when I reached this, the face mask, I realized there's no removing this unless you pop out the head. So let's do that. Okay, this is hard doing behind the camera. Let me just do that off camera. Okay, I popped up the neck peg so you can remove it. There. Then there's the peg. It was actually pretty, a little tight and I kind of got scared actually removing the head from the peg because it was pretty tight. So now that I'm putting it back, okay, this is really hard. I'm thinking that yeah, it's hard. I'm thinking that I might need to dip it into hot water. Okay, I was actually able to put it back without dipping it to warm water. Yeah, but it is really a very tight connection. So removing the base armor is kind of a hassle. It's actually the only one that is an hassle because the other armor are easily removable. But for that for that base armor, you really need to pop up the head. Anyway, this is a very good head sculpt for Superman. I also noticed that there's that scar on the left side of his face. So I really can't wait to read the comics to know what's the story behind that. So anyway, this is one good head sculpt. Now, since we got it all armored down, uh, let's check the details of the figure. So one of the things that I like that McFarlane is doing now is that he's now using cloth cape, cloth goods for cape. Lately, he's actually been doing wired cape, but yeah, I have no problem whether they're wired or not, as long as I really want my cape superheroes to have cloth capes because it really increased the fun factor of the figure and make it more posable. So that's a good cloth cape there. This is a very detailed figure, McFarlane style, I guess. So let's first appreciate all the detail that Mcfarlane did to this one. So we made it look like it is a metal armor, which again, I don't know why Superman would need an armor, but yeah, I'm just gonna. It makes me actually curious to read the comics. So there's the S logo, which is a completely separate item, and then yeah, I'm not even sure why he needs that additional armor, considering that under it is again another metal armor. Unfortunately, the belt that doesn't have the S logo, it's just shaped like it's S, like the the S symbol, but there's no. Yeah. Anyway, it is good. What I always love about McFarlane is the sculpted detail that he provides to his figure, and this is actually one of the reasons why I love his page puncher line. I really wish he makes more of this because you know because he has this freedom to create this design. I know some people might not like it and are more into the classic version, but me, yeah, I like this. I like when McFarlane created this idea that he will create his own comics and based from those create their own concept and make an action figure of it. I actually love it. The last line, the fight the frozen. Yeah, I really love that Batman version. And now he did it the same on Superman. I wish that moving forward in the future, he will also create a page puncher line for Wonder Woman or the Green Lanterns. Now for the articulation, you can look down that far, you can look up that far, side to side. Yeah, so typical McFarlane articulation. For the shoulder and hand, you can do that. Can do that. There's that circle. Uh, yeah, it's a little gappy, but I think you can work with it when posing. And it's actually, you actually have to manually adjust it because it seems to get in the way. Yeah, anyway, there's that. And then has articulation here. You can do that. Then that. Then you can up and down. Now he has this abdominal articulation and waist rotation. Then you can combining those two. You can look down. You can bend down that far. You can bend backward that far. You can bend side to side. So for the leg, there's that thigh articulation, I guess. Then you can that. Then there's that and that. That. Then he also has a toe articulation. So typical McFarlane articulation. You can kick forward that far, you can kick back that far, which is not bad. Then you can do the Van Damme that much. Overall, another great release from McFarlane's DC Direct Page Puncher line. I know that this kinds of design is not for everyone, but if you are like me, will love this kind of extreme design that McFarlane does, or different variation that McFarlane does with the DC characters. This is another good line. I like what they did here with their Superman design. And again, as I said, I hope they make a Wonder Woman page puncher line. I hope it also Wonder Woman also will have this page puncher treatment. Again, I know that this is not for everyone. This design is not for everyone, but for me, I think this is an amazing action figure, and it will really look good on my shelf.